History asks how Hitler rose to power. The real question is, who kept him there? Not generals. Not soldiers. Not the loud ideologues. It was the men who never said no. The ones who followed orders without question. Who enabled decisions that destroyed millions of lives. This is the story of silent consent, the most dangerous weapon of all. Obedience isn't just compliance. It's influence. Every time a subordinate agreed, every time they played it safe, the Third Reich's machinery advanced. And when someone refused, they vanished. Careers ended. Offices reassigned. Or worse. Hitler's men learned early, saying no is dangerous. Saying yes is survival. Who were these enablers? Bureaucrats like Martin Bormann. Ministers who never challenged ideology. Officers who prioritized career over conscience. They didn't shout commands. They didn't write propaganda. They controlled the flow of truth. Every decision Hitler made went through them, filtered, approved, reinforced. Without them, many atrocities could not have happened. Silence is contagious. Once a culture of obedience sets in, it spreads. Subordinates fear contradicting. Supervisors fear questioning. Everyone whispers yes. Mistakes are hidden. Warnings ignored. Civilians suffer. Hitler's empire didn't fail overnight. It failed because no one ever said no. Martin Bormann controlled access to Hitler, filtered all messages, survived the war's collapse. Heinrich Himmler's aides executed policy blindly, rarely questioned morality. Senior bureaucrats in Berlin kept administrative systems running, enabling atrocities without firing a gun. Each case shows the same principle. Loyalty without ethics becomes complicity. These were ordinary men, but their consent was extraordinary in its consequences. The cost? Millions killed. Cities destroyed. Society shattered. And yet many survived. Why? Because obedience made them useful, invisible, or indispensable in post-war reconstruction. The moral lesson is uncomfortable. Power often survives because people silently enable it. History doesn't only repeat itself with dictators. It repeats wherever people say yes to unsafe authority, avoid conflict for convenience, follow rules blindly. Silent consent is more dangerous than we realize. It empowers the worst while protecting the comfortable. This is the story of Hitler's enablers, and of the power we wield every day when we choose silence over courage. From Part 1 to Part 5, we've seen how one man controlled Hitler, why Hitler trusted him, how bureaucrats survived, how loyalty became a weapon, and finally, who enabled it all. Power is more than force. Influence matters more than ideology. And obedience without conscience is one of the deadliest forces in history. This is not just history. It's a warning. Think, who are the yes men in your world? And what are the consequences of silence? If you've followed this series from the beginning, like, comment, and share. Watch parts 1 to 4 again. Reflect on the dangerous power of silent consent. Your session isn't over. History is still teaching us lessons, if we choose to listen.